Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is, and it's fouled away. Hernandez on second, Dickerson at first with no outs. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 2 on here with 1 man out, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, and it's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool the guy. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Here's Jay Bruce now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Chirinos corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Stepping in, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Harper on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 2 for 3. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And quickly, there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Harper coming on. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Logan Morrison. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Logan Morrison.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Ball 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
2-1 to count. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And he fouls this one off. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And this will be fouled away. Now Morrison swings and sends this one on the ground to second base. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Into the box now, JT Realmuto. His career line against Garrett Cole. Very strong, 10 for 14. He also has one home run. 0-1 the count. One strike now from Cole. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. This is in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. He makes the play, and so here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Hoskins is over to take a look at it, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Alex Bregman is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Dickerson will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. So bases are empty here with two gone. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Hernandez shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. And in steps Scott Kingery, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. 3-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Full count now, 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hernandez.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Altuve fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2. Standing in, Corey Dickerson, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The tag, and he is out. Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Batting it.
First pitch
The
on
catcher,
its way.
Robinson.
Too high, 1-0.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Batting ninth.
So he couldn't get the
The
bat
right
off
fielder.
the shoulders that time. Robinson Chirinos becomes out number 2 this inning. No balls and a strike to count. Fouled away. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Fouled off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. And now Bryce Harper comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Up next for Philadelphia.
At the plate, Jay Bruce, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. There's ball 4. So here's the Phillies DH, Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Logan
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And he's way off balance with the swing there. And he struck him out. Here's George Springer. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
Astros, the center fielder.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Springer swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in 2000. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He'll throw down to first, one away. So the bases are empty.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons.
No one can make a play on this one, and the first Astros hit is going to be for extra bases. The relay throw, and Altuve is into third base with a triple. Here's Michael.
Left fielder, Michael.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
0-1 count and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
The batter, the third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
0-1.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready now, JT Realmuto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Shortstop, Gene.
Here's the first pitch to him. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this will land untouched. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Popped up. Altuve is calling for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So striding in, Scott Kingery, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chris Davinsky, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Has a look. Now the pitch. Fouled away. Comes set and the 0-1. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Scott Kingery goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Cesar Hernandez stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The left fielder,
Settling in now, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Throw over to first, and he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. He's set. The 0-1. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, number 44. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
the batter, number 1.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. On to first, and there were 2 down. Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout. Stepping into the box, Bryce Harper. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Fouled off.
Harper.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hoskins behind the count 0-2.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Next for Philadelphia.
1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Blues. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone into the upper deck. Stepping up to the plate, Logan Morrison head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Hector Rondon is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 30, Hector.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Rondon, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. And the inning goes away in at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now. He's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Line drive to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Lifted the other way out to left center. Harper will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Kyle Tucker will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Tucker leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second. A ball and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And it's 1-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Gene Segura standing in. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. He hits at a .364 clip.
Segura.
The pitch. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike 1. Popped up. Gurriel has room in foul territory, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now batting, Scott Kingery. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cesar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. He's 1 for 2. Brantley will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning.
7th inning, correct.
Riding in once again, Michael Brantley. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Now batting, number 44.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Another 2-2 offering, and he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Carlos Correa, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with one away now. The 0-1 on its way. Line towards center field. Oh, and he misses it. And he's in safely at third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The first baseman,
so stepping in, Yuli Gurriel, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Throw to the plate, a tag, and they nail him at home plate as the tying run is prevented from scoring. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And here's Bryce Harper now. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Right. Harper.
Joe Biagini has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29, Joe Biagini.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Oh, no, he let it eat him up. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Down to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that... Digging in now, Martin Maldonado, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Nick Pivetta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. No balls and a strike to count. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
This will kick up against the wall now. The throw into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. Digging in, Josh Reddick, as he'll look to bring home that time. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one. Maldonado leads off second with nobody out. He just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
Up next to the Astros.
Runner at second, 1 away, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Here it comes, 0-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Stepping in and
now
ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. Lifetime in this matchup. He's a .333 hitter. Strike one to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
Fouled away. The 0-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. A play at the plate, and he is out at the plate. They are denied. Now in the box, Logan Morrison. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
In there, and it's full 3-2.
We got a full count.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Digging in, Gene Segura. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's 2 for 4. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great...
And the throw is in time. In now, Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The second baseman.
Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. The 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Realmuto has it, and he makes the throw to first. Altuve is retired, and there's one away. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Brantley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it. 2 down. Digging in, number 44. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Austin Davis takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ballgame here and pick up a save. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Houston. And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for baseball on MLB Network from Citizens Bank Park in the city of brotherly love. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia. Stepping up to the plate, George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 4, George.
Fastball in there for a call. Strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Altuve.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Harper has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Michael Brantley.
The right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way.
Brantley.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
I love the aggressive approach by this pitcher right now, getting on the mound and getting ahead of the first 3 guys he faces.
Behind 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the. Stepping up now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Phillies, the second baseman, Cesar.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Chirinos recovers, and the throw is there to record the first out. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson is lined against Justin Verlander. He's 0 for 11. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Dickerson can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Bryce Harper looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Fastball well outside.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
The 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer has a read on it, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away. Now at the plate, number 44, and he's ready to take his first cuts. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Velasquez is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike one, strike two early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
3-1 the count now. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Strike taken up in the zone.
Count is full. 3-2.
And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jay Bruce. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
He's in there. He's safe.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
Hey, you got a runner in scoring position. It only takes one. I know he was out in front on that off-speed pitch right there, but this pitcher cannot get cute and leave something over the heart of the plate.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike one.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Now Verlander will turn and go to first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Grounder down the line at third. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Before the runners go, he'll check on first. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Oh, he spoke too soon. He beats it out at first. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. Now digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Popped him up. Gurriel has got it, and the side is retired. Striding in, Yuli Gurriel.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Scooped up on the backhand, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-1 to Chirinos.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Now to the plate is the Astros pitcher, Justin Verlander. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Real Muto is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Ready for another chance? George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Oh, he has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a break.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is. So striding forward now, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Loud contact for Dickerson, and a ball headed to deep right field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Here's Bryce Harper now. First pitch on its way. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Dickerson stands at second with no outs. Hit in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at bat. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Rhys Hoskins becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. Jay Bruce is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Big lead there at second. Now the pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires this. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. Into the box now, Michael Brantley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On the ground for Hernandez at second base. Fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
And rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Number 44 is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And a near disaster there, but he's able to recover in time and make it back to third safely. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball,
and he runs out of gas between bases. They tag him out to end the inning. Striding into the box, JT Realmuto.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In there for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Got him swinging on the fastball there. JT Realmuto becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gene Segura is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he popped him up. Altuve into shallow center. He can't get there as it falls in. So digging in now, Scott Kingery. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now Verlander will turn and go to first. And they got him. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game. And here's Carlos Correa now. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and digging into bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
The catcher, number 20.
Here's the first pitch to him. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead. 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one. Got him.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Second baseman, Jason Hernandez.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Hops this one up. Bregman over to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now. Corey Dickerson, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game.
Dickerson.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll flag this one down. Kyle Tucker will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 3.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. 1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Chopped to third. Kingery's there. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Ready once again, Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th. Chris Davinsky enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Standing in, Bryce Harper. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a ball 1-0. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Ready with the 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last two pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Rhys Hoskins is on deck. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. First pitch on its way. And couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now to the plate, Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In the dirt here. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Harper at second. Bruce at first. 1 gone. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Altuve is under it. Gene Segura standing in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there. 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there. At the plate, Michael Brantley. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Alex Bregman. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Digging in once again, number 44. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Kingery is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. No balls and a strike to count. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Line towards center field. Harper is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. And in steps Scott Kingery. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The third baseman.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
The pitcher,
next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Vince Velasquez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Number 40 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hector Rondon takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Brantley is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is. Nick Pivetta has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. In his career versus this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. No balls and 1 strike. High in the air out to center field. Harper giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Aledmus Diaz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Aledmus Diaz.
Line drive to center field, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Joe Biagini is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And now Bryce Harper, third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 0-1 the count. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. He went down on strikes last time up. And he misses with it, 1-1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away. Here's Jay Bruce now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Fouled away. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
The batter.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hoskins leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Into the box now, Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. And the runner is in from second. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Standing in, Scott Kingery. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Brantley will reach out with one hand to make the... At the plate, Jose Altuve for his career in this matchup. He's 1 for 3. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Bruce on the run. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
When you go out there and punch out 11 hitters and you put your team in a great position to win a ball game, you deserve all of the recognition that comes your way.
7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.